What's up, Corn Belters fans, and welcome to the Corn Crib. My name is Jeff Hager, and it's time for another edition of Riding the Pine. Today I'm joined by third baseman Richard Lucas. And Richard, you're from Jacksonville, Florida, where you spent most of the early parts of your baseball journey. Growing up in Florida, what kind of advantages did it have being able to play baseball year-round?
Definitely, growing up in Florida, we got the good weather, so we don't have to take time off in the winter to play. We can play year-round. The only bad thing, it gets real hot and humid. Can't breathe out there.
So did it help that you were able to play throughout the winter, whereas up here, these guys have to go inside into a warehouse or a training facility where you guys get to go out to a baseball diamond and just play right away?
Yeah, that definitely helps being able to stay outside the whole year, get on the field, so you're not just in a cage or on turf the whole time. Get some true hops off the dirt all year round, not to worry about anything else.
And out of high school, you're drafted by the New York Mets in 2007 in the 4th round. What kind of emotions did you have being such a young player coming out of high school and then being drafted by a major league team?
It was a day I won't forget. It was definitely something special, and especially being that young to go where I went. It was a blessing. A lot of things went into it, but for the most part, man, it was a good time, fun experience, man. Something you never forget. Just lucky to be a part and be able to take part in that.
And then you elected to go into the minor leagues. You were there for 7 seasons. Touch a little bit on your journey that you had through the minor leagues, all the way from rookie ball all the way through Double A, where you're at last season.
For the most part of the journey, beginning of the journey, I had a lot of maturing and growing up to do. This was my first time out of the house, so I had to learn some things. But once I got that down, everything else was pretty smooth from there, minus the injuries. So.
Was there anything that was tough to get used to?
Playing every day, practicing every day. That was the main thing down in Florida in Golf Coast League my first year. You get out there at 7 o'clock in the morning for early work at 8, and then you're out on the field until 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon in the sun. And that was the main thing to get used to.
And you, as well as several guys on this team, have had time in the major league system. How might that help the players who are still waiting to get that first phone call to be a part of a major league farm system?
I think the main thing is for the younger guys who haven't had that opportunity yet, just let them know that, especially in their position right now, that they got a real good chance. If they just keep working hard and playing the game the right way, they'll still have a pretty good chance to get into affiliate ball.
Great, thanks, Richard. Again, this is Corn Belters third baseman Richard Lucas. Coming after the break, I'm going to sit down with second baseman Santiago Chirino, so stay tuned.
Watch this, guys. Watch this. Swish! Oh! Doesn't look hard to me.
Is this real?
It's real. Look at these arms. Boom! Swish! Did you see that?
Speaking of easy, play the new 20 years of cash. Win up to $1 million now, plus up to $10,000 a week for 20 years.
Welcome back, everyone. I am now joined by Corn Belter second baseman Santiago Chirino. And Santiago, like many players on the team, you also spent time in the minor league system. And you spent the last 4 seasons with the Texas Rangers. In your opinion, what was the best and worst part of being in the farm system?
I mean, my best part was I signed when I was 16, and I was proud for being in the minor leagues. I played 5 years with the Texas Rangers, and I learned how to play baseball, and that was good for me. I know how to do the little things in baseball, and the worst part was my last year with Texas Rangers. I hit like 220, and but right now I just trying to make adjustment and trying to get better every day.
And a couple of years ago, you came from Venezuela over here to the United States. Touch a little bit on the transition that you had to make coming from your home country over here to the U.S.
Yeah, it's a little bit different, because it's another language, and I don't know, when my first year I don't know how to talk in English, so that was a little bit difficult for, sometimes I go now and I want a food and I don't know how to say that, so that was really, really hard, but I have, like I told you, 5 years in USA, and now I can talk, and it's fine.
Have you felt that you gotten a little better at that over the last couple of years?
Yeah, a lot better every year.
And so you were one of the several Corn Belters players that were selected to the Frontier League All-Star team, and you are currently hitting .319 on the year, which is significantly up from last season where you hit .254. Touch a little bit on some of the changes that you've seen for yourself from last season to this season.
I mean, yeah, last year, that was my first year in the League, and my mind, I was in another war. Like, I don't care. Last year, I don't care like about baseball. But this year I'm focused on my goal and just play hard every day and trying to make the playoff. And now that's what I do. I'm trying to see better the ball in the home plate and trying to hit better. And that's what I do right now. You know, I played last year back home in Venezuela in Ridin League, and I think that helped me a lot because I hit in 360 over there. And you know, when you keep working hard and you do that, it's gonna happen. Like you're doing something good, like hitting.
And now, during the off seasons, do you usually head back to Venezuela, or do you stick around here?
Yeah, I'm leaving next month to Venezuela. I have to play there. I have my family there. I live there, so I'm gonna work there and work in the off season too, and be ready for the next year. I don't know if I come back to normal. I wish, but I don't know, so we'll see about that.
And it must be great being able to play throughout the whole year. When you get back there, you're still going to have great weather and be able to play baseball, like you said, in the Winter League, and keep those skills.
Yeah, I mean, when you play like a lot of games of the year, you get better every day, you know?
Absolutely.
So that's awesome.
Thanks, Santiago. Again, this is Corn Belters second baseman Santiago Chirino. The Corn Belters are home this weekend when we welcome the Traverse City Beach Bums, and then next week we'll close out our final regular season homestand against the Lake Erie Crushers. Thanks for joining us today on Riding the Pine with Jeff Hager. We'll see you next time.